Welcome back to After Scene. Today we're diving deep into HBO's Task Episode 3, Nobody's Stronger Than Forgiveness. And this episode reveals something most viewers completely missed. Forgiveness isn't just the theme, it's the weapon being used to justify every terrible decision these characters make. While everyone was focused on Aaron being revealed as MZ, the writers were quietly showing us how the inability to forgive is literally poisoning every single relationship in this story. Episode 3 opens with Robbie finally confessing his motivations to Maeve in what might be the most emotionally devastating scene of the series so far. We learn that Jason didn't just kill Billy, he beat his brains out, then had the audacity to show up at the memorial service. Robbie had to shake the same hand Jason used to murder his brother, had to utter the gut-wrenching phrase, "Thank you for coming."
Thank you for coming. When I knew and you knew what they'd done to him, so yeah, I'm gonna take their money.
For Robbie, stealing the Dark Heart's money isn't just revenge. It's the only way to honor Billy and build a better life for his kids. But Maeve sees through his justifications. She knows that when Robbie gets caught, his children will remember him as a thief, a murderer, and a kidnapper. That will be his legacy.
Hearing stories about how he was a murderer and a thief and a fucking kidnapper. That's your legacy.
Meanwhile, the investigation intensifies when ballistics confirms the gun used to kill Derek, and Joanna matches a weapon from a 2017 gang shootout, a gun that belonged to the Dark Hearts. Tom and Tony confront Jason and Perry directly, revealing they know there's a leak inside the organization. But here's what most people missed. Tom's dismissal of the informant details he already knew were accurate is coming back to haunt him because he's about to discover the leak isn't just in the Dark Hearts. The episode's biggest revelation comes when Aaron is finally confirmed as MZ, Robbie's inside source. But the twist runs deeper than anyone expected. Aaron wasn't just helping Robbie, she was Billy's lover, having an affair with him right under Jason's nose. Billy died because Jason discovered the betrayal, and now Aaron is orchestrating Jason's downfall from the inside. She tells Robbie that Jason's reputation is crumbling, and the higher-ups might kick him out soon. All they have to do is wait, but desperation pushes Robbie and Cliff toward disaster. They can't wait, so they turn to Ray, Cliff's old cellmate, for help moving the fentanyl. This decision creates a catastrophic chain reaction when Ray and his girlfriend Shelley break into Cliff's house to steal the drugs, just as the task force arrives following a lead from Peach's co-worker who revealed Cliff's involvement. The raid turns into chaos when Tom gets ambushed and thrown down the stairs while Lizzie freezes, unable to help. It's Tony who saves the day, tackling Ray and making the arrest. However, this scene reveals critical flaws in the team dynamic. Tom's mind is elsewhere, as he literally sees visions of his deceased wife, Susan, and Lizzie's hesitation is becoming a dangerous pattern. Here's what everyone completely overlooked. Aaliyah emerges as the team's secret weapon during the interrogation. When she notices signs of domestic violence on Shelley and shares her own trauma to build trust, she doesn't just get a confession. She reveals the empathy that makes her the moral center of this investigation. Her titanium plate isn't just a physical scar, it's a reminder that she understands what it means to survive violence. The episode's most subtle but crucial moment happens at the pond, where Sam asks Maeve about making different choices from their parents. When Sam talks to the deer again, warning them to stay off the road, pay attention. This isn't random dialogue. The deer represent innocence, about to be destroyed by forces beyond their control, exactly like Sam himself. Maeve teaching Sam to float, instead of throwing him in the pool like her father did, shows she's breaking the cycle of trauma, but the visual of letting him go foreshadows a heartbreaking choice she'll have to make. Now here's the connection most viewers missed entirely. When Tom has his concussion-induced vision of Susan, he remembers the day they adopted Emily and Ethan, a moment of pure love and hope. But Tom's confession to Sarah that he can't forgive Ethan directly parallels Robbie's inability to forgive Jason. Both men are trapped by their anger, and that anger is destroying their families. Emily overhears Tom say he doesn't want Ethan back, creating another abandonment that will have devastating consequences. The episode ends with the bombshell revelation that there's a leak within the task force itself. Tom admits he never vetted his inherited team, and suddenly everyone is a suspect. However, here's what the show is really telling us. The leak might not be motivated by money or corruption. Look at Tony's perfectly timed arrival to save Lizzie, his inspiring speech about her capabilities, then his sudden departure to meet someone. Is he too good to be true, or is his heroism genuine? Notice how the episode weaves together 3 different betrayals. Aaron betraying Jason for Billy, someone in the task force betraying the investigation, and Tom betraying his own family by refusing to forgive Ethan. The common thread isn't just betrayal, it's love twisted into something destructive. Aaron loved Billy. The leak might love someone more than justice, and Tom loved Susan so much he can't forgive her killer, even when that killer is his own son. But here's the deeper game being played. Freddy Frias isn't just a drug distributor. He's a mirror reflecting the racism and violence that created this whole cycle. His story about being beaten by bikers because of his skin color explains why he demands 50% from the Darkhearts. He's not just making a business deal, he's making them pay for a lifetime of being underestimated. When he says his product is cheaper, purer, and faster.
Now, why is it that dinosaurs like you still exist in a market where my product is cheaper, purer, and faster?
He's not just talking about drugs, he's talking about justice. The episode's title, Nobody's Stronger Than Forgiveness, becomes deeply ironic because nobody in this story can actually forgive. Robbie can't forgive Jason. Tom can't forgive Ethan. Jason can't forgive the betrayal that led to Billy's affair with Aaron. Lizzie can't forgive herself for freezing. The inability to forgive is literally the poison destroying everyone. Episode 3 sets up multiple traps closing simultaneously. The task force is closing in on Robbie through Cliff. Aaron's plan to destroy Jason from within is working. The leak within the task force threatens the entire investigation. Sam's growing bond with Maeve will make their inevitable separation devastating. And Tom's personal crisis is affecting his judgment just when he needs to be sharpest. But here's the question nobody's asking. What if forgiveness isn't about absolving the guilty? What if it's about freeing the victim? The episode ends with Tom staring at his team, wondering who he can trust. But the real question is, can any of them trust themselves? Because the leak might not be someone selling information. It might be someone whose personal connection to this case runs deeper than professional duty. Next week, the traps start springing, and someone's going to pay the price for all these unforgivable choices. The question is, will anyone learn that sometimes the strongest thing you can do is let go? What do you think? Who's the leak in the task force, and what's their real motivation? Drop your theories in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for weekly breakdowns that dig deeper than the surface.